Hey, it's Jim Peterson of the Minnesota Timberwolves coming at you from LA Live. And you're watching Wolves After Dark. Welcome.
I believe that the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the World Championship.
Edwards. They are advancing to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years.
Oh, it's on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, baby.
Welcome into Wolves After Dark. Timberwolves lose. Season is over. We're going to do some giveaways today. Every 25 likes we get on the stream, we're doing a giveaway. We're going to be giving away a jersey. We're also going to be doing some off-season content for real this off-season. I know me and Ashwin always joke about it. By the way, Ashwin may or may not join. He's in the middle of something crazy internet-wise. But yes, if you're new here, like the stream. If you're not new here, you can also like the stream. Please do. What a rough way to end the season. A couple initial thoughts here. I guess, first off, leave a comment. Let me know what your predictions are for next season. How many wins, what seed, where are we going? Coming into this season, we didn't. Oh, Jarvis, my goodness. Jarvis, I appreciate it. Welcome back, Jarvis. Next year, we got to go to a game, Jarvis, okay? Next year when I'm back in Minnesota, I'll let you know. My goodness. W. Everybody W Jarvis in the chat. I know they don't like the attention, but they need it. W season minus Obi Toppin. That's crazy. No, but a couple of reactions right off the bat. We've got coming into the season, I was not expecting to have really that much success. I was expecting this to be a little bit of a down season, not necessarily bad, but just, I did not expect to make it back to the Western Conference Finals. So for one, that is nice. That's a surprise. And especially if you would have told me at the beginning of the season that we make it to the Western Conference Finals after beating the Lakers and the Warriors, given the Warriors didn't have Steph Curry, like that's awesome. There are some positives to take away from this. And we'll get into some more things in the off season. I appreciate it, Ryan. For a certain someone's internet laptop. Yeah, well, their internet's okay. Their laptop's definitely not, but I appreciate it. I think, some people might view this differently than me, but I kind of feel like what Tim Connolly probably looks at this season as is like making the best of a not bad situation, but like a non-perfect situation. Because, he knew that you couldn't keep that team together from last year. I mean, you could technically keep that team together, but the financial repercussions of that were going to be massive. And next year, going into the season, before re-signing anybody, we aren't in the second apron anymore. We will be if we start signing people, but, there's going to be moves made. There's going to be people that don't come back. It's sad. There's a lot of people that this could have been their last game as a Timberwolf. I mean, it could be Mike's last game in the NBA. This could be Nickeil Alexander-Walker's last game as a Timberwolf. This could be Naz Reid's last game as a Timberwolf. I don't think so, but it could be. I mean, to a lesser degree, like players like Josh Minot and Garza and stuff like that. There's a lot of players that might not come back. And if we make big moves, I mean, there's so many people that might not come back. So it's crazy. But, I should start out by saying this, and I know some people aren't going to like this, but credit to the OKC Thunder. They clearly are, as I said, it's kind of a cheat code what they're doing this year with their team because they've got so many players that they're going to have to pay that there's no way this roster stays together. It's kind of like the Celtics last year where it's like, I mean, they were paying a lot for that roster, but they can't continue that forever unless they're winning championships every single year. And even if they are, they're going to ruin their future forever. So The Thunder are exactly what I would aim to do if I were a GM. So it's um, kind of sad and not embarrassing. I'm kind of jealous, I'd say. So, um, why do we not have love for Josh Mine? I mean, I definitely care more about Nas Reed and Nikhil Alexander Walker than I do Josh Mine. I still like Josh. But get rid of a bunch of people and soft rebuild with Ant and Jaden. Yeah, Jaden. You know what? Also, shout out Jaden. I know this was not his game, especially offensively. And if he shoots just a little bit better in that beginning, maybe we have enough to stick around. But yeah, that was rough. So, oh my goodness, what a tricky one. Let's catch up on some comments. Let's see, Crone. What happened out there was a mercy killing. Yeah, except we said mercy and they kept going. Pretty bad. OKC got every 50-50 ball again. Yes, they did. Man, get rid of Randall. Yeah, and Randall. This could be Randall's last game because he's got a player option. He may opt in. You know, I don't know what we do as a team going forward. I've had some thoughts. I think we'll get it. I don't really want to dive too deeply into them just yet, just because I'm emotional coming off of that game. So I'm not trying to say some crazy things that I'm going to regret, because even every time after games when me and Ashwin go live, we're doing this immediately after the game. And, there's a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings that we have right after. And I come back the next day and I'm like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have said that. But it's just what happens when you do a live show. But this was a tremendous season that the Wolves overcame injuries and all the changes. We still knocked down great teams. Majority of the NBA fans didn't have us going back to the Western Conference Finals back to back. Oh yeah, for sure. And that's what I was saying at the beginning. I think that, if we, coming into the season, I just don't think that even ourselves, I don't think we expected it to be this good. So it's definitely achievement to do this. It's just tough. This is just a tough way to go out. That's really what it comes down to. Remember, every 25 likes that we get on the stream, we're doing a giveaway. Okay. Every 25 likes, we could even, if you wanted to, we could even do them live giveaways midstream so that you don't have to wait until the end. We're going to save the jersey until the end because I want you guys to stick around. I'm making you guys stick around and get me view time. Make me feel good about my viewership for one day. But every 25 likes, we will do a gift card giveaway for the Timberwolves Pro Shop or whatever. I'm just putting this in there. Jersey giveaway later. Okay. Boom. There we go. Put this up there. Bang. Okay. Let's catch up. OKC roster is intact for it is intact for next year. But they've got guys that they're gonna have to make contracts for. There's players that just get paid. I could pull it up real quick here. Well, I won't show it, but I'll just list them off here. Because right now they've got one of the lower paid rosters, but Shea needs an extension. That's not going to start for a couple more years because he's only making 38 next year. Hartenstein is their second top player at 28. And then Lou Dort is at 17. Isaiah Joe's at 12. We haven't even gotten to Chet Holmgren or J-Dub. Chet Holmgren is on a team option, but they're going to have to do something. They're going to do his thing. So, yes, for next season, they're fine. Aaron Wiggins is signed for 5 years. It's crazy. Caruso also signed for 5 years, including this year. Kenrich Williams is there. Kaysen Wallace. $5 million for Kaysen Wallace. That's crazy. That's a crazy value. And then J-Dub, he's down there at $6.5 million. And of course, he's because he's on his rookie deal, but still. That's just next year. So they are intact for next year, but they're going to have to figure some stuff out going forward after that. So it's going to be crazy. TSJ going to be at minimum our 7th next year. Depending on how the roster shakes out, that is definitely a likelihood. I got to get our stream up so that I can pay attention to the likes because I can't see them for some reason on StreamYard. That's annoying. We're at 16. Get those likes up. I want to make sure we're doing enough giveaways today. This is the last stream of the season. Catching up some more comments here. Let's see. Oh, Love Fadina said something to Charlie. I don't see Charlie. Oh, yeah. We are out from Undercat's money and let's build around Ant's 25, 26, 27 years. Exactly. I mean, he's 23 right now. So, next year could even still be your down year. Not that I'm expecting it to be. I kind of feel like Tim Connolly's way of doing things is not taking a year off. I think it's kind of like, he knew that trading Cat and getting Julius and Dante would not be such a huge drop off that we didn't make the playoffs or something. Although it looked like that in the beginning of the year. But I think he's one that wants to be in the playoffs every single year. He doesn't want to take a year off to build and tank or something like that. So, but who knows? Crone with the 550 Crone. W Crone in chat, everybody. Crone has been here all season and last season, and maybe even the season before. Always dropping gifted, hanging out in Seattle with me and Ashman. It's awesome. Honestly, sponsoring most of these giveaways. Speaking of which, some of that is from Crone tonight. So seriously, shout out Crone. And remember, if you're a member, you have a way better chance. We're actually going to do some crazy giveaways tonight. We're going to do some crazy giveaways for people that have been here a long time too. And some newbies. Just because you're new doesn't mean you don't get a chance, but there's going to be some for just the OGs. So, let's see. What are the crowns? What are you guys talking about crowns? I keep seeing people say this. Oh, what the heck are these crowns? I have no clue what these crowns are. Community leaderboard. I think it's like a chat ranking system or something. I have zero clue what this is. This isn't something I've enabled. I have no clue what this is. Interesting. Okay. Well, the crowns. I mean, the more you comment, I think you get crowns or something. Maybe. Charlie Barley, you're ahead of the pack. You've got 100. Oh, wait. Question mark. What does it say? A place for fans to stand out in the community. Top 3 get special badges on live chats. It resets every stream. How do you get on the chat? Send live messages, send super chats and super stickers. Okay. I mean, that's crazy. It doesn't show up on my end. But congratulations to our leaderboard. That's crazy. YouTube is trying to compete with Twitch. That's crazy. W Crone. Crone is our WOD benefactor. Yep, that's a good one. Aunt Jaden and Crone are the only untradeables for real. Crone is untradeable, and there's nothing you can do to change my mind. Yeah, if you buy super chats, which if you buy super chats, it goes right to Ashman's laptop fund. Anything that's left after giveaways is going straight to a laptop fund for Ashwin. So if I spend, you maybe, but maybe don't do that also. Cool. I'm not worried about Ant. Neither of y'all should either. Y'all are going to see a lot of bashing of his name, but it don't matter. And honestly, Love Fadina, okay. So this is the thing. In the last 48 hours, I've reconfigured my brain. Some may call this copium. I call this hopium. Because I think that this is good for Ant. I think Ant needs tough love from more than just some dedicated fans here in Minnesota. He needs tough love in a national light, because that national narratives, although they're annoying, they stick around for a long time, and he's going to have to prove for a long time that he is not that player. And I think he will. I think that will benefit us in the end. So I'm excited for that to happen. And I also think that he's still just very young, as we talked about. He is 23, about to be 24 here in a month or two. But again, look at Shea a couple years ago was not a 500 team in OKC. Ant has now been to multiple Western Conference Finals 2 years in a row. Not to mention he's been in the playoffs 4 years in a row, 5 years in a row, or something like that. 4 years in a row. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm not concerned about that. If we went down with the ship, yeah, fuck. If we went down with the ship, yeah. I don't need no stinking badge. Yeah, true. Any chance we trade away Rudy? It's a great question. I think no, for a few reasons. Um, for honestly, the main reason being we just redid his entire contract and he took less money. So I think it's extremely unlikely that we trade him. Um, and also I think any trades that are made around this team right now are going to entail offense. So you need your defensive anchors in Jaden and Rudy, or at the very minimum, one of them. Um, and I don't think you're trading Rudy, and I don't think he's really going to give that much value because I mean, although he's been valuable for us, especially in the regular season and even some playoff games, it's still not enough where a team could be like, you know what, Rudy Gobert in the playoffs for us is solving us an issue. I don't think that's happening. Maybe the Lakers, honestly, the Lakers need Rudy, but there's just not any takers out there where you get as much value as he provides you on a nightly basis in what you could get a return for him. So I don't think so. But I do trust Tim Conley. He hasn't really done anything too bad at any point. So I mean, there's been like a couple weird moves, but overall it's actually been pretty okay. Um, so no, I'm okay with Tim, I think. Um, okay. Let me get this ready because we're at 24 likes. If we get to 25 likes, we're doing a giveaway. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. The minute we get to 25 likes, we'll do giveaways. Same rules as always. We need to have a Twitter or Instagram or Discord account to do that. Okay. And we're really close. So we are at 24 likes and maybe I'm premature. We're at 25. Okay. We're going to do a giveaway. And the giveaway, we're doing it immediately, and then we'll go back. Let's see. Let's do. Here we go. Giveaway live. It's happening immediately. It's going to be. Remember, you have better chances if you are a what's it called? A member, $2.99 a month. And the code is all one word. I'm typing it in the chat. Wolves and 9. You have to be subscribed. You have to be here on YouTube. If you're here on Twitter, join the YouTube. But it's Wolves and 9. This is for a $50 gift card to the Timberwolves Pro Shop or whatever it's called. You know what I mean. I'm going to send it to you via email within the next 24 to 48 hours, probably 24. But get yourself in there. There we go. We've got a lot of people. Remember, I need a Twitter or something. We're going to wait like 10 seconds and then we're moving on. I'm not trying to keep people waiting too long for these giveaways. So make sure you're in there. And if you missed out, we're going to have several others tonight. So this is just the first of hopefully many. But remember, keep liking the stream. If the minute we get to 50 likes, we're doing another giveaway. And we're doing a jersey at some point too. Okay, we're choosing a winner in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Choose a winner. Boom. Sam, who I think was actually the first one. Maybe. Oh, no. Disco Wolf might have been. Nope. That's not in order. I don't know. Forget it. It's Sam. Wait, didn't Sam just win? Sam, you just won yesterday. Hey, it's you can still get it. If this is the same Sam. I'm not even sure. But we'll say this. Sam, you're not winning anymore tonight. We're gonna make sure other people win tonight. But we are gonna do some more giveaways. So Sam, if it is the same Sam, okay, double champ, yes, back-to-back champs. There we go. I love it. Perfect. Back-to-back, just like us in the Western Conference Finals, going down 4-1. Oh, okay, I'm sad again. All right, Sam, I'll send you another one. I sent you that first one just last night, right? Cool. We're doing more. Everybody stick around. Cool. Let's catch back up on chat. It's all Wolves and 9. Yeah, whose jersey? Also in chat, whose jersey does everybody want? I'm not going to pick the jersey. I'm just going to give you guys the money to buy a jersey. But let me know. Let me know. The Mavs treatment, Mitch. Mitch. Oops, just upgraded to a. See, I want to get one of these shirts too. The Mavs treatment is crazy. Okay, maybe let's get into perchance the tier list. Right? We could do the tier list. I don't know what else to talk about, so we're just going to do that. Tier list time. For those of you that are new, and we're already well on our way to another giveaway, by the way. If my numbers here are correct, we're actually kind of close to another giveaway. We're already at 31 likes. We just need 14 more. Keep it up. Remember, these are $50 gift cards. So this is a lot. This is a lot of money. That's more than a shirt. That's like possibly two things. Luke Riddenauer. I don't know if I can do that. We're gonna have to go on like Poshmark or something. Where's Ashwin? He's in the middle. Did you guys hear about that guy on TikTok that's sailing from Oregon to Hawaii? He is that guy. That is Ashwin. So just look on TikTok. You'll find him. Tier list. No, I actually barely know where Ashwin is. He's at some board game thing in California without internet. It's weird. But he said he might join. There's a possibility he might randomly join. George Mike in Minneapolis Lakers jersey. Okay. If you can find that in the pro shop, you can get it. Tier list. Rules. Can I point the right way? I don't have my W buddy with me tonight. A1. Unforgettably good game. Nobody's A1. Nobody's A1. Glenn Taylor. Unforgettably bad game. Possibly some contenders. Meh, we care about you, bud, as you were fine, or we didn't really notice you. Old moves up and down depending on where we want. And this is all based on only tonight. This is not a season-long tier list. This is only tonight's performance and our expectations coming into tonight's game. So, some players that we expect to be good will be lower probably than you might originally think. And some players that are not playing very much but played a little bit might be higher. So we'll see. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be generally negative tier list. But let's jump in. Bud Grant Lakers jersey. Gilligan's Island is about to go. Ashwin's Island. Yes. New segment of the show. Everybody in Glenn Taylor, move on. Okay, we could do that. We're not going to do Luka. We're not going to do Jalen Clark. We're not going to do Josh Minot. We're not going to do Dillingham. However, Dillingham was active, got 3 of 5. He had 7 points in garbage time, of course. But also those guys did not get cooked. They were all +4. So technically they did not get beat. It felt like it, but they did not get beat. Terrence Shannon Jr. Let's start with Terrence. Where is he? This list is all backwards this time. Did I click on the right one? Yeah. Okay. Terrence Shannon Jr. Get your grades in. See you, oh gosh. Thanks for hanging around. And join the Discord. We might do some giveaways in Discord as well. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Terrence Shannon Jr. We love you. Me and Ashwin are your biggest fans, and everybody here in this chat. We really do love you. Again, comes in, gives us immediate impact offensively. The defense and the fouling, of course, he needs to work on. He's not at all ready there. And in fact, in some ways, quite concerningly not there, especially with like the stupid foul that he had against J-Dub, where it's like, yikes, that's bad. But again, he hasn't played much this season, so I don't really blame him for some of these bad things because it's not his fault. So I don't know, but yeah, I think this was a good game. This was a decent game. Oh, you guys are all saying meh. TSJ old. Meh. Okay. I thought he gave us pretty good energy coming in. Of course, it wasn't as good. I mean, he hit a 3 and hit he had some of his layups. He was 3 of 8. But maybe that's the foul. I do think the fouls in the defense were a problem. And I think that's the reason that Finch really did not want to play him a lot is because he knew that he could get exposed that way. Guys, I'm telling you, OKC is just so good. They can exploit you in so many different ways. It's crazy. So, but I can go with a meh. Maybe it wasn't nice. I don't know. I was thinking it was pretty nice in my brain, but I think we're almost starting to expect this. So it kind of goes against him in that way. But anyways, I'm not, again, like I always do, I'm not going to talk more minutes than the players played about them. So 11 minutes, 3 fouls, 3 of 8 shooting in 15 minutes. I think that's okay. But again, we lost by 87 points, I think. So I think meh is fine. Let's do Nas Reed. Nas. This is a weird Nas game. Because there's some good and some really bad. Get your grades in for Nas Reed. He was 5 of 6 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. He had 11 points, 5 turnovers, and 4 fouls. Did have 3 blocks and 5 rebounds. This was all over the place. This was all over the place because, you got to see a little bit of his fun. Like, he's very good at finishing those layups. Like, he has really good touch. Like, super impressive touch when it comes to those layups. And I was kind of looking at those and I'm like, man, this is probably good for any possible trades. I don't want Nas to be gone, but this was not a good game, regardless of what the box score says. What's everybody saying? Oh, that's strong. Wancho, Glenn Taylor, buy tier. Wancho, Glenn Taylor. Okay, I knew he was bad, but I didn't think he was going to be this crazy. Everyone was nowhere on the grid. Tycoon, that's probably right. I can't give him meh because I can't give him Wancho. I don't know. Nick, it might end up that way. It looks like that's what the mobs want. Nas did not exist in the paint, missed key rebounds. Where exactly were you? But he lost the ball in an open fast break, dude. I got so mad in that moment. I got so mad in that moment. End stream. Get him out of here. Yeah, this was bad. I think we're going to go Wancho. I don't know that we're going to go all the way down because I do think that touch, I get it. It doesn't make a difference in the game. And if we really wanted to, we could put everybody in Glenn Taylor because this was an unforgettably bad game for us. So, for every player, for the entire team. So it doesn't even matter what the stats really are at the end of the day. But I think, to be fair, we're going to give him a Wancho. I don't want to give him all the way down to a Glenn Taylor. And he shot 5 of 6. It wasn't like that bad. But the turnovers, you can't have 5 turnovers in 24 minutes. He had almost as many turnovers as shots. So like the team almost did that too. What did we end up? We only ended up with 21 turnovers. I swear it felt like 97. He exactly. He gave very small glimpses of hope, but I don't know that that's enough to save him from Wancho. Would be a nice if we won. Maybe. The turnovers are really bad. But also, if we didn't turn the ball over however many times we did, we probably wouldn't have lost. So, cool. Anyone get the free Nas Reed tattoos? I feel bad. I mean, I don't feel bad because that was an experience. That was something I would have gotten a Nas Reed tattoo if I were in Minnesota for free or $20 or whatever it was. And it was an experience. We've still got the Nas Reed towels to remember the good times. But package Nas in the Giannis trade. I don't think we're getting Giannis, but he's so emotionally immature, Midwest Mama. Unfortunately, he is. And, as you pointed out in the Discord, I think it was you that pointed out in the Discord, it's our team. That's just our team's. Like, we were talking about it in the Discord also. Like, what's this team's identity? It is emotional immaturity. That is what it is. How many games do we have to worry about? Oh, are we going to lose a 30-point lead? Or, Ant's not shooting well. Does that mean it's going to be a terrible game for him? Or, there's just so many examples of that. Or like Rudy can't get a rebound. Does that mean that he's just going to suck all game? It's everybody has an issue with this. There's very few people that don't have that issue, and that all starts with the leader in Ant. But Ant's 23 also, so it's something that's going to have to grow over time. Exactly. He loses the ball at every fast break, except for last year against the Suns. I'll never forget that. That's like a A1 play in my mind when Grady's yelling "Big Jelly" after he just like dribbled over. I don't even remember who, but he destroyed somebody. But are the Nas tats easy to cover up? Asking for a friend. How sad. No, remember, it's just we live and we learn, But how do we not blame the coach for that identity? Steven? We'll get to it. But I'm not blaming him. I am blaming him. That's it. That's the other way of saying that. The window's not closing. The window on this version of this team is closing, but Ant's window is not closing. Start Nas already. I don't think that can happen. Okay. Anyways, we're moving on to the next player. Nikhil. I hate that this is his last game, but it's his last game as a Timberwolf. And maybe that's the best way to make it happen. Maybe it's just best for the better. He did not have a fantastic season this year. I believed in him maybe too much at times, even though I shouldn't have. And I went to those Portland games and I saw how bad it was when he was our point guard. Nikhil played 20 minutes and was 0 of 8 shooting, 0 of 4 from 3. Only 2 turnovers, which is a good thing for our team tonight. 3 assists, 2 rebounds. It was bad. And here's the thing. As Begas is pointing out, where is it going? I want Clark minutes, knock and leave. This is part of the issue is we drafted our young players for a reason. They need to get playing time. We have Terrence Shannon Jr., Rob Dillingham, and Jalen Clark, who all need these minutes. And if we're going to keep Dante, Nikhil, and Nas, they're not starting, probably. So it's like, and even if Mike retires or something like that, only one player moves up. So then we're going to have one of those 3 be the 8th man because Finch doesn't play that much more than 8. It's kind of like a necessary thing. And it's also like, I love Na and I love like the way he talks in press conferences. I think that he is a good leader for this team. And I think that he's somebody that can be emotional, like an emotional leader for the team. But yeah, it's over. I mean, we can get that defense from Jalen Clark. We can get his offense from Terrence Shannon Jr. And Dillingham is a point guard, an actual point guard. So I think Nob will find a good place. But it's going to be sad to play against him. That's my final thoughts on Na. I will miss Na a lot. I hate to do this on his last game, but it has to be Glenn Taylor. It has to be Glenn Taylor because it was so bad. Oh, no. We love you, Na. I really do love you, Na. And I do believe in you, but I think it's just time. I think you've proven some amount of worth to be on another team again. For the record, it depends on how like the roster construction goes over the offseason. Like if we're trading multiple players, and depending on how our team looks, if Conley like retires, and if we're trading multiple players, which we can only do if we stay below the second apron, if we're aggregating players, then maybe if we don't have like Nas or Randall or whatever, and we have like a weird ass team, maybe I do want Na back, and I would welcome it, but it's just hard to keep him with the current roster. So, anyways, again, Na, I hate seeing you in Glenn Taylor. Favorite Na memory? I mean, I think so much of his memory and the games that I will remember are the games from playoffs last year. The favorite Na memory is for sure the one specific play where he's smiling against Jamal Murray in game 2 of the not the Western Conference Finals, but the second round of the playoffs last year. That is my favorite Na memory, but also he just hit a bunch of threes in those games against Phoenix, and played decently offensively against Denver too. He had some great moments though. He did. But replacing a 2-way player with 2 1-way players is our problem right now. Oh, Nick, that's too true. I hate that you just said that because that is like exactly what's happening. Favorite Na memory was locking down SGA in the play-in game. That too. That was fun. Yep, I forgot about that. Yeah. Simon, W Wolves After Dark. Thanks for all the post-game streams. I just made that up. But I appreciate it, Simon. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around too. You've been here for a long time as well. You're somewhat of an OG here. So I do appreciate it. And thank you for the super chat. For real. You didn't see my question earlier. What do you think the score would be of Micah? Oh, if Micah and Mike coached? I don't know enough about Micah because I think that some of the reason that our downfall in the playoffs last year was potentially because Micah had to take a role and take over. But it's not so much that he's bad, and it's more just that it was a bad situation. I don't know. I don't think Mike should be the coach. I think we run it back with Finch. I know that a lot of people don't like that, but I think we do. I think he keeps people accountable, and I think that they're still just going through growing pains with Ant being 23. I know people aren't going to like that, but and I'm not trying to say that he's not to blame for some of this loss tonight, but I do think that there's an element of it that is growing pains. So, so we'll see. MJ returning to the league next year. Oh, okay. Does not pay tariffs. Okay. Yes. Run it back with Gerald. Gerald should be the coach, actually. That's part of the problem, Ish says. I don't think he's a good coach for Ant. So do you think he's not a good coach because he doesn't? You think that Ant should not be held accountable? You think there should be more like positivity rather than negativity? I'm not like doubting that. I'm just literally asking. Like, I don't know. So checking in on likes too, since I've been yapping for a little bit. We're at 38 likes. We only need 7 more for another giveaway. Get those likes up if you're new here. Exactly, Steve. They love him too. It's the same thing with Rudy. It's like they love Rudy. So I don't foresee that being a possibility. Tim Johnson, welcome to the stream. Awful. I assume you're talking about the team and not me. But if you're talking about me, that's okay. I'll take it. I can handle it, Tim. Anyways, back to the players. Let's get back. Sleepy Pixel. Is this better or worse than losing to the Mavs in 5? I was thinking about this. It feels a little worse because I feel like we were more dominated in this series. Well, I think that almost makes it feel better in a way because we were like, I mentioned this in a stream the other day, but the first 2 games against Dallas was a point differential of like 3 or 4 combined for the first 2 games. So we really had it there, and it was like we just let it go. It was honestly kind of like the last game where we really did have a chance, and we just couldn't do it. But so Dallas might have hurt a little bit more, and also I wasn't expecting this year, so I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Crone. Nobody was expecting us to be here, including myself. I was not expecting to be here, so I think. And last season, I felt like we should have. We deserved where we were going. So Mavs got wiped in the finals. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. Exactly. And that's also part of it. The OKC is just that good. So anyways, back to the tier list. We got to get this done with. I don't even want to do the tier list. We didn't now let's do Dante DiVincenzo. Get your grades in for Dante. 22 minutes. He was 2 of 4 shooting, all threes. He had 6 points, 6 rebounds, 6. Oh no, okay. I thought because it shows defensive rebounds right next to rebounds. I thought he had 6, 6, 6, and I was like, holy cow. But he was a minus 21. Most players were a minus tonight. Almost everybody was a minus. It was kind of a meh, honestly. He actually hit some nice shots. I didn't necessarily hate him, and I felt like the timing of his shots that he was taking was kind of good, actually. I don't know. I can't believe it. There was a moment in the second half where I actually thought we had a chance. I'm so stupid. What do you do, bud? Here, maybe. Dante DiVincenzo tier. I can't remember how to say that. I think somebody said that in the Discord last time, and I wasn't there accidentally. I think it's just meh. I don't want to go too crazy on him because this was actually a fine game, and I didn't actually notice as much defensive issues, but that's because it was already gone. The whole game was gone, and there was no defense to be played because everything was fast break. So bad. But anyways, that's Dante. Next to the starting lineup, possibly for the last time, Mike Conley. Get your grades in for Mike. I think it's pretty obvious. He was 0 of 3. Didn't score a point. That's sad. If that's his last game, that's sad. 2 fouls, a turnover, 2 steals, an assist. My headphones just died, I think. But that doesn't really matter. So, take this off. But it is sad. It's sad to see. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully that's not the case. But old tier under Glenn Taylor? Oh, I don't know about that. That feels wrong. But it's definitely old tier. Minnesota Mike. Old. It's old. I don't think it's above Wancho, though. I hate to say that, but I don't know if I can go below Glenn Taylor. It wasn't that atrociously bad. It was not good. But I don't think it was like I'm not going to remember a single thing from this game from Mike. He did. Oh, wait. Are you talking about the time that he blocked Chet or Chet blocked him? But give the elderly some respect above A1. We can maybe do that for the season-long tier list, but for tonight, I don't know. He blocked Chet. He also got blocked by Chet, though, right? Am I remembering that right? Or was that J-Dub? He got blocked by somebody, and then Randall put it back in. I don't remember. To be honest, after the first half, I was just kind of out of it. It was just bad. I think this is fair for tonight. We're not going to go below. I think this is fine. Mike, if this is the last game, I think you have instilled some wisdom into our team, and I do think that you were a valuable asset. We celebrated you for a long time after D'Lo left, but it does kind of seem like it might be time. It was very difficult to play him this year, and although he sometimes even worked in this series, weirdly, this series was like some of his best times of all season. But that's kind of the point, is that it wasn't that good. So, yeah. What did FJD say? Take Old off the list and send him an email for his retirement. Yeah, we could have a retirement tier. We could have a retirement tier. Maybe we'll save that for the season long one. Might come back to be a coach, maybe. Anyways, there's Mike. He's an old, low old tonight. Let's do Rudy. Rudy played 19 minutes. He had 1 shot, 2 points, 5 rebounds. Weirdly, he was only a -7 tonight, and everybody else was minus 80,000. But this was it's just not good. And I hate to say it, but it's like a lot of these problems that people had said before he came to us about the playoffs, there's some truth to it for sure. I mean, I don't know. He was on the bench for a long time in the third quarter. Or at least it felt like it. It felt like he was not in the game. Let me look, actually. What did it end up as? I mean, he didn't play much in the game in general. Oh, he played 7 minutes. Weird. But I felt like I saw him on the bench a lot. Maybe I'm remembering the second quarter. I must be remembering the second quarter because he only played 2 minutes in the second quarter. Either way, he played 19 minutes total, and there was totally nothing. He was non-existent. Yeah, exactly. He was non-existent. Rudy was retire. Where were you? Yeah. I'm over Gobert and Randall experiments. I don't know that I'm entirely over the Randall experiment, because I do think that the second half of the season, post like February or just the beginning of March, it was actually quite good. The Gobert thing, we really have not. I mean, after the first year, we definitely saw some defensive improvements and understanding of how it will work. But we still have not learned how to lob to him. It's still such a major problem. It's going to be a problem. His defense is fine, but in the playoffs, you can't have a guy on the other team that they can actively ignore on the offensive end. And this is the same truth for Mike Conley. Mike can score more than Rudy can. Well, that's arguable even, because both of them are just not scoring, and 2 of them are our starters. I hate that this is bringing back these memories of like the Ricky Rubio days, where it was like, well, if we just had a point guard that could score something, we could get Levine, we could get Wiggins, we could get some of these other players to get some more points, or back in like, Kevin Love. It's just like, you can't have it be 4 on 5, and you certainly can't have it be 3 on 5. So there's just a lot of things that need to happen. How about we trade Randall for Drew Holiday because that'll save the Celtics a little bit of money and they'll only have 1 year of Randall. And then we trade Nas, Nikhil, sign and trade, and DiVincenzo, and maybe Rob Dillingham or somebody, and some of our picks for Kevin Durant. How about that? How about it? It's not happening. But that's the dream, maybe. I don't know. It's not. Drew's old as well. Oh, this sucks. Oh, where are we on likes? I haven't checked in a minute. Are we at 50? No, we're at 44. 6 more likes. I think I did my math wrong earlier. 6 more likes and we do another giveaway. And we still have to give away a jersey too, which is going to be a totally separate thing. Cool. Sign me up for Holiday and KD. Randall for Giannis. Kyrie, I don't know why, but I just don't believe it. I think it's the Thunder tax. He's just not coming here. Tim Connolly has a few decisions to make. Honestly, Ish, I'm super excited for this offseason to see what he does because all season, although I've been excited for the season, especially this last half of the season, it's been good. It has just made me wonder and be like, well, what would we do? What is the plan if things don't work out this season? Because there was a time where we were like, I don't even know if we're going to make the play in. So what does happen? And I've just gone back and forth in my brain a million times. I mean, part of the time, for a long time, I thought it was just going to be KD no matter what. And then I was like, well, KD, you're going to have to give up a lot to get KD. And if you give up too much, I mean, what's remaining? You don't have like that many young studs. I mean, Dillingham still is such a work in progress. Terrence Shannon Jr. is 25, but still somewhat of a work in progress defensively. I don't know. Be interesting. Rudy, Randall, Nas for Giannis. I just don't think that they do that. And we still need a point guard. I would love Kyrie as the player on the team. I don't know why. I just don't believe it's happening. Also, he's going to be out until January of next year. He's not going to be back anytime soon. So that would be a lost season. And then he's going to come back even older. So, just tricky. Matthew Anson's here. Welcome in. Hello. And it's a very sad occasion, I know. Luka got exposed once, and he didn't have the Mavs defense around him. Yes, exactly. The Mavs have a good defense. How about instead we try to go for Gafford? I would love Gafford, actually. That's like my new kick. I want Gafford. Okay. Anyways, Rudy. I mean, I think this is probably like Glenn Taylor. It was just so bad. Just liked on your burner. I love it. Everybody get your burners out, okay? I need everybody to be liking this. Ashwin doesn't have his burners here to like the stream, so you guys have to. Okay. We're up to 45. Anyways, Rudy, Glenn Taylor, just bad. I don't know. Send them someplace else. Other than the regular season, can we trade him for just the playoffs? That would be cool. Rudy is retired. Ant has great handles for a shooting guard. He does for a shooting guard, but that's the problem. We're just throwing him as the point guard too many times. He needs an actual point guard with him. Okay. Who's up next? We've got Randall. Let's do Jaden. Let's get Jaden out of the way. Jaden, bad night. We still love you, Jaden. We really do. I have no issues with Jaden overall. And honestly, to be honest, these playoffs have kind of changed my mind on him offensively and what he could potentially do for us going forward. This game, though, no. It is not it. He started the game in the first quarter 0 of 6 and 0 of 3 from 3. Mind you, most, if not all, were wide open. He was 2 of 13. He ended 2 of 13, 1 of 5 from 3, had 5 points, 5 rebounds, no steals, no blocks, only 1 foul. Honestly, if Jaden's only getting 1 foul, something's wrong. Something's either way wrong or way right. Yeah, I don't think there's much argument about this. This was a pretty bad night from Jaden. Didn't really have any defensive impact tonight either. Again, the defensive impact is tricky because you turned the ball over 21 times. So 21 possessions were relatively fast possessions. What did it end up being? I wanted to look at this. see what the fast break. They had 19 to our 11. I don't have points off turnovers here. I thought that was here. It's got to be a lot though. That's all I know. Points off turnovers got to be crazy. So just, I mean, a quarter of the shots, or like the shots. I don't know how many possessions they had. Never mind. Forget what I'm talking about. Jaden, he's a Wancho. Not really much else to it. Just can't shoot that bad in a closeout game with your backs up against the wall. Can't have it happen. What happened about George and Kessler? Or not? Dude, honestly, I'm so down for Kessler. I know that he's not like that great of an offensive option, and the offense that he does provide, although he was trying to shoot a 3 this year, is lobs that we don't know how to do. I was excited when we drafted him. I actually was like, this is perfect. This is exactly what we need. Rebounding and blocking. He does get a ton of blocks, so it's interesting. But it's a Wancho butterfly. I'm sorry. There's nothing. I mean, what could you possibly say to redeem this thing from Jaden? It's not even that I hate him. I just said all these nice things. But tonight, he was Wancho. No, we know how to do lobs. Ant doesn't want to pass 30. Is that really what you think it is, Lefedina? I don't know. I kind of feel like we don't. I mean, he's done it, but like I don't think that he's comfortable doing it. I don't think Ant looks comfortable when he's done it. And Rudy doesn't. Well, not Rudy. Mike has thrown Rudy lobs for his entire career. Not his entire career. But he's not doing it. He stopped doing it like 3 months after he arrived here. So I don't know. Oops. Trying this back again. Yeah, we still love him, but it ain't good. Okay. Where are we? Jaden. Yep, Wancho. Game, season on the line. Would you pass to Rudy? Absolutely not. Of course not. Which I think maybe that's telling. Is Ashwin okay? We don't know. No, he's okay. He'll be okay if we get to 100 likes on the stream. So you have to like the stream. You have to. You have to subscribe with all of your Bernard accounts. I got to be at 5,000 subscribers by the end of the night. Otherwise, the stream is over permanently. We've only got 2,500 more to go. Okay. Julius Randle. Oh, yikes. This box score is not Ash no win correct. Julius Randle. Get your grades in for Julius Randle. I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say. Julius Randle. 8 of 14, 57%. That's pretty good. 4 of 6 from 3, 67%. That's pretty good. 4 of 5 from the line. He got to the line a little bit, not too much. 24 points. That's amazing. 5 rebounds. That's okay. The box score says 4 turnovers, but I think we can all agree that they just mixed up his points with his turnovers. He had 24 turnovers and 4 points. That's what it actually was. This was bad. This was a disaster class. He only redeemed himself after we were down 30, and that's not redeeming yourself. Now, same as Ashwin. This does not, I don't want to have this game be what characterizes his entire playoffs, because he actually was very valuable for us this postseason. This game and last game were just an utter meltdown, though, at the exact wrong time. Now, I do think so much of it is just because OKC just plays really good defense. OKC just plays really good defense and really physical defense to the point where they might borderline be fouling, but I think we could have also done that. But Ryan Robinson, I guess it's an Ash loss right now. It is. Thank you for the laptop fund. I appreciate it. Box scores do not tell the full story. Old should be don't re-sign or retire. Yeah, I mean, for real. Randall had the narrative changed, then reverted it. It's crazy. But I think to GMs, it still will be viewed as he had a good postseason. I mean, tonight it's going to be very difficult for the next 24 to 48 hours to really feel that way. But I think like next week or 2 weeks from now, or even a month from now, we're going to look back and be like, man, Julius kind of killed it in the playoffs for us. He killed it ever since he came back from injury. He really has been quite good. So just, I really think that there's a real chance that he comes back and we just run it back with him. I think that there's a real chance. I don't know. It's definitely interesting because it could have been something that Tim Connolly did on purpose to have a tradable asset that has a player option with just 1 year left, but where he either opts out and gives us some flexibility, or he opts in and gives us a trade piece. But I almost wonder if we're going to sign him. Like, it feels like we might, but we'll see. He had a very good last half of the season, but tonight, the grade is not good. I think it's old for another reason. It's the old Julius of playoffs past. Not because he played old. It's because he brought back old memories. And yes, David, I totally agree. OKC was a terrible matchup for Randall. His loose handle got him down mentally, and he turned over 100%. Yeah, that's so accurate. So accurate. But yeah, look at this stupid tier list. God, I hate this. But seriously though, shout out to Randall for the playoffs. Other than the last 2 games, it's been honestly awesome. And maybe the first game of the playoffs I think wasn't good too, if I'm remembering correctly. But he played well in the Lakers series. He played pretty decently, or maybe really well in the Warriors series, but this was just not the series. So. And last but not least, Anthony Edwards. Get your grades in for Anthony Edwards. Where is he? There he is. 38 minutes. 7 of 18, 1 of 7 from 3, 4 of 6 from the line. He had 19 points, 6 rebounds, 3 turnovers, but again, this felt like a lot more. He was a team high -29, but he played 38 minutes, and we lost by however many. So it's just gonna happen. I think he showed a little bit more fight tonight, but the body language still was an issue at times. I still think he was tired. I still do agree with that take that I had last game, but maybe the only thing that I've maybe softened up on a little bit with that take is that he really did play all of last off season. He went overseas and did the Olympics, which he was giving a ton for, like a ton of effort. And then he comes back here. He has to learn all new teammates, not all, but a couple new teammates, and changed everything up. And he had to shoulder the entire load of the team this year. It wasn't him and Towns. It was just him. And sure, Randall helped out at the end, but really it was so much of Ant. And again, this is about just tonight, not the whole season. Tonight, I don't think it was necessarily that great of a game. What's everybody saying though? Where is it? Ant, keep growing tier. If there was that tier, I think that would be it. And it might be we care about you. I think that's probably where we end up. But let's see. He made good passes and no shots to be made. Love Padina in the first quarter. I mean, so many of those were to Jaden, and Jaden just kept missing. But Jaden's not going to miss all of them. He's gotten a lot better and shown us in the playoffs that he has the capability of scoring 20, 30 points in the playoffs. He's done that every year, really. So if we can get Jaden to be a little bit more consistent, or get him another player that's offensively gifted around him that can hit those shots, I think it's going to be a lot different. So Conley shocked the world with the Rudy trade. Then the Cat trade. Is a third Earth mover coming? I think it might be. It could be. We missed you, bud, Ish says. Nice, says Jake Erickson. Be better tier. Wancho, I liked his game 4 more. Yeah, I kind of put that game out of my memory, to be honest with you. Meh. No one can be above meh for this game. KJ, I kind of agree with you. He couldn't do much when the whole team was down. And again, I was one of the takes that I did want to take back from last game was, I was saying that, in a way he does kind of have to just take over. But all these stats come out where he's like getting doubled more than anybody in the history of the league is something like that. Um, I think early in this game he showed that he was getting out of those doubles to find the other people to pass to. Nobody was making them. So I think we're gonna go with meh tonight, or more so, we care about you, bud. / be better, not be better. Grow, mature, off season, rest. That's the tier list. So he played basketball all year. He really did. And then that was leading up after the playoffs that were crazy. So, oops, I forgot to check likes. Where are we? 49 likes. Joe Ingles, coach. Amazing take. I don't even remember what I said. Clip it, chat. He is tired. He has 2 or 3 kids. That's crazy. All national media side. All the team waiting 40 points from him. It's too much. I agree. He needs help. He's got defensive help now, but he doesn't have offensive help. He needs more offensive help. Dante needs to be a bigger player for him next season. Jaden needs to be just a little bit better offensively. And then Kevin Durant. We'll see. Tough to grade, and he always sees the double or triple. Exactly. He's becoming like Jaden was early on in his career, where it's like, well, you're doing the right things, but none of this shows up in the box score. And you're known for like your highlight plays. So like when you don't have highlight plays and you're just doing technically the right thing, but I still think there's some merit to like he needs to just take over. Like he can't just be passive the entire game. I actually kind of liked what Stephen A was saying before the game. He's like, you can't let this team lose unless you take a bunch of shots, or something to that effect. Like you have to be the one that lets the team down. And I kind of liked that taken away. But I think there are times also where it's valid to be more just doing the right play. And he just needs more players to knock down shots around him. Shea won like 22 games at 23. Exactly. I think it was that year. And then the next year he wasn't even above 500. He was like 40 and 42 or something like that, or 42 and 40. I don't remember. I think they were 40 and 42. But like he's got such a higher ceiling than Shea. Also, I mean, Shea is a great player, but like, I mean, there's really a lot of points that do come from the free throw line, and Ant doesn't get anything like that. I don't know. So, list of 23-year-olds who took incomplete teams to a ring is a very short list. Ant is above similar peers. I agree totally, Charlie Barley. So, this is just tonight. I hate that we end it like this, but I think that's where it is. Not the time, Nightbot. What did Nightbot do? Nightbot out of control. Why don't I see Nightbot? All I see is these stupid crowns. Charlie Barley's still my crown. Whatever that means. Okay. I think we've got to be to 50 likes, right? We're at 53 likes. Remember, next time, if we get to 75 likes, we're doing another giveaway. And we also still need to do a jersey giveaway. And right now, we need to do a giveaway for the second time. Okay, so we're going to clear the first entries. We're going to reset, and then we're going to change. Oops, I got to go back here. We're going to do a new one. And I think this one's going to be for OGs. So this is going to have to be for people that were here for more than 6 months, I think. Let's do that. Let's say, or wait, can I even do that? How do I do that? Can I do that? Maybe I can't do that. I thought I was able to do that. Sorry, bear with me. I'd love to be able to do that. Maybe I can't. Never mind. I thought I could. But it can still be channel members and regulars, which is kind of the same thing. So we will do that. Let's see. Next. What's the word going to be this time? It's going to be here, June. And it's going to be this. This is so stupid. It's not really that bad. Okay. Put this in chat. I'm going to need your Twitter or your Instagram or your Discord, and then I will reach out to you. Ant is only 23 is the code. Put that in the chat. Sam, you're not winning again. I'm so sorry if you enter. It's not happening. Anybody other than Sam, I can't give Sam all the money in my account. David says, congrats, Sam. Sam's not winning. Actually, Sam is sponsoring this one. I'm just kidding. Cool. Remember, if you're a member, 4 times luck for these drawings. I swear there used to be a way that I could do it where there was like a certain time, like you had to be somebody that was here. Oh, I know how to do it. I'll do it in another one. We'll do another one here in a second. I just remembered how to do it. I'm so stupid. Holy cow, we got so many more people joining this one. KJ, appreciate this community. I do too. This is a great community. This is. And we're going to do some off-season content. We got more giveaways happening right after this. Okay. We've just got more to give away. So if you don't win, don't leave. We've got more coming. We've got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. And it's June. June, I think I have you in Discord. So if you could message me, I think I probably have it. Just message me so I can kind of find it again. That'd be perfect. June. June's been here forever. So that worked out perfect. June's also been here for like years. So that was great. Congrats, June. Message me in Discord with your name and email. I might have it still already, but if you could just do that again, that would be fantastic. June. We're at 53 likes, but I remembered how to do what I was talking about doing. So we're going to do something for just the OGs. And I didn't even say what that gift card, that was a gift card, that was a $50 gift card to the Timberwolves Pro Shop. I didn't even say what it was. It's for tickets for game 6. No, I'm just kidding. It was that. It was $50 gift card to that. Now, Sam, actually, Sam, you're crazy. Sam in the chat, 10 gifted. Oh my gosh. Look at all these people that are getting extra chances at giveaways because of this. That's amazing. Holy cow, Sam. Look at all these people. 10 gifted. Wow. All right. Sam is giving back. I mean, Sam basically is still profiting here. I appreciate you, Sam. The community appreciates you. That's awesome. Sam. Okay, next, what we're going to do. If you have been with us for more than 6 months, okay? 6 months, the chat is going to go to just 6 months. So if you're brand new, it might not be able to chat for just a second. But this is for people that joined us either early in the season or before the season, okay? This is for another $50 gift card. So these are OGs, okay? We're going to do that right now. So 6-month chatters only. Whoa, chat might get a little quiet. Or if it stays loud, that's crazy. But now I have to choose a new thing. And it's going to be, oops, I got to reset it all here. 1 second. Reset. Yeah, if you're 6 months OG, type away in the chat. See if you are in. Yeah, look at that. Look at all these 6-monthers. I love it. Okay. And the keyword for you 6-month people is fittingly 6 months. 6 months. Put that in the chat. One word with the number. 6 months. Look at all of you. Gosh, so many of you guys were here from more than 6 months ago. That's crazy. Holy cow. We're gonna go even further in another one here, okay? Not for the jersey. The jersey's gonna be a little bit more open. We're gonna like bump up the member and the regular count. So it's still random, but you're gonna have a better chance. Look at all you guys. There's 14 of you guys that have been here for over 6 months. 4 years ago, says Charlie Barley. Okay, so this is for another $50 gift card. Same thing. If you can message me on Discord, I think that's pretty much the only way we can do it. But because I don't have any other way to contact you through YouTube or unless you send your Twitter or something. Okay, here we go. Not to be a narc. So I'm pretty sure I'm not 6 months. Well, it's not a member. It's just if you've been subscribed to the channel for 6 months. If you've been subscribed to the channel, you shouldn't be able to do it. Anyways, choosing a winner. 3, 2, 1. Capo, I know you're in Discord. Okay, perfect. Capo's there. Congrats. Congrats to Capo. I think you effed it up. I can't type. That's weird. Nick, I don't know why that can't happen. It's just 6 months. Very strange. I'm seeing your comment, Nick. Or yeah, I keep thinking your name is Nas Reed Anderson. But we're just trying that for one. Interesting. Subscribers. Yeah. Oh, well, whatever. We did it. Capo won. DM me your name and email if you haven't already in Discord. That would be greatly appreciated. But now let's remove it again. Still subscribers. You still have to subscribe for at least a minute to be in here. So if you haven't already, subscribe. Okay, we're going to do, let's see. We're going to do one more gift card. Well, actually, technically, they're all gift cards because I'm just going to give you a gift card for the jersey too. 1 minute gang. Everybody get in here. Yeah, Nick, that's interesting because you're a 12-month member. I wonder if there was like some weird moment where it like accidentally clicked like subscribe and unsubscribe for you or something. It's the only thing I can think of because I know that the system works, but it's weird. Free Nick until it's backwards. That's weird. Okay. Let's do one more. Let's do one more here. Let me go here. Let's see. The chat summary. Viewers are excited for an upcoming giveaway. Okay, what the heck? Let's do one more and let's do the OG giveaway thing. This is another $50 gift card. We're gonna do some in Discord, by the way, too. But this is the new code. 52 wins, all one word. For another $50 gift card. Okay, I got to write some notes down too to make sure that I got everybody because it was June. It was Sam again. And where's my notepad? And then it was Capo. Okay. Sam, June, Capo. I also got to make sure I don't give away too much money because we only have so much money to give away. And yes, good thing Jimmy Flicks, you got the Discord. That's perfect. Look at all these people. Oh my gosh, 21 entries. Look at so many people in here. All right. This is the last one we're going to do for the $50 giveaway on YouTube here. Make sure you are subscribed. You have to be subscribed. You have to like the stream. All of that goodness. I'm going to pick a winner in 5 seconds here. Also, I'm going to check and see where we are likes. We're still at 53 likes. We can do better. I know we can do better. Oops, where did the giveaway go? All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang. Stephen Palmer wins it. Now, remember, we're going to do a couple more $50 giveaways in Discord later tonight after the stream. So make sure you're in Discord after the stream. But now, we've got one more big one to do. We got the big one. Okay? And we're going to ramp it up for members. If you have a membership, which Sam has given many out today, Sam gave out 10, Jarvis gave out 10, Crone has given out like 80,000 during his time here. So if you have a membership, you're going to have a lot better chance to win this next one. But this is for the jersey, okay? Because I appreciate you guys. This is sponsored by Steve, by the way. Steve at the meetup, the WAD Squad meetup. If you guys want to do some meetups in the future, let me know. We should definitely do a meetup. We could maybe try to figure out something for this summer for the draft, but I don't even know when the draft is. I don't know where I am actually. Where am I? Join the Discord, says Capo. NBA draft 2025. It is June 25th. I don't think I can't be in Minnesota for that, but we can definitely do a live stream for that. We'll definitely do a live stream for that. And while I have you all here, little advertisement. What was I going to say? we are going to do some off-season content this year. For real. I know me and Ashwin always joke about off-season content and then do nothing. We're actually going to do off-season content. Me and Ashwin are going to sit down multiple times and do this. So, okay. For this is for the jersey giveaway. Okay. You got to be subscribed. And if you're a member, you have a better chance at this. Okay. So let's see here. What do we do for the word here? Let's do so that you guys don't forget about it, okay? I don't even know if I spelled this right. We're not doing Cancun. This is for a jersey. Now, I'm just going to send you a gift card for the amount of a jersey so that you can kind of figure that out on your own. But the word is off-season content, all one word. Off-season content. Why does that look wrong spelled? Either way, that's what it is. Just copy and paste that. Off-season content. 420 Sports with 5 gifted members. Holy cow, look at this. This is for a jersey sponsored by Steve himself. Oh yeah, who won that last one? That was, I can look back, but it was Kappa won one, and then it was, Stefan. It was Stefan. That's right. Stefan, wait, I don't have your information, Stefan. If you could send that to me, that would be greatly appreciated. Maybe you sent it, but I need you to message me on Discord if you, you did. You did message me. Perfect. Okay. All right, we got 20 of you in here. This is for like roughly like $100-ish gift card or something like that for the team store for a jersey. Not the crazy like $300 jerseys. This is for like a regular jersey. But still, that's $100. That could either, I mean, I guess it technically doesn't have to go towards a jersey. You could get multiple things if you wanted to, but the idea is that it's a jersey. So, all right, we got 22 entries. We're going to let this cook for just a little bit longer. Make sure you have to be subscribed. You have to like the stream, and you have to promise that you're going to come back for our off-season content because it's going to be weird and different. Please. Anyways. All right. Choosing. And there's $300 jerseys. There's like the authentic or genuine, or I can't remember what the right word is. There's something crazy. 3, 2, 1. Oh gosh, W. Choosing a winner. It is Simon. Simon Waits, who actually gave a super chat earlier. Simon, you've won the jersey. Remember, we're going to do some Discord giveaways here in just a little bit, so make sure you're in the Discord, in the giveaways channel. We're going to be giving away some more stuff there. Maybe we'll do a bunch of stuff. W, weird contact. You can send me, however, if you're in the Discord, that would, or where to contact probably. Send me your Twitter or Instagram. I think I have your information someplace, but again, please send me something because I don't know where that is and I can't get a hold of you. And if I can't get a hold of you within 24 hours, we're doing another giveaway in the Discord. So please send it either in the chat or in the Discord. Who do I have? I have Capo. I have Stefan. June, I know I have your information, so I'll reach out to you. Sam, I already have your information. I just sent you one the other day. We're going to need a pick in the jersey. Yes, we are. Pressure's on, Simon. Make sure you send it because I don't have your information yet. I haven't seen a comment come in. And don't forget to wear pants. W Steve, though, for real. W Steve, appreciate it. Oh my God, Sam, you're going crazy. Now I have to give you like multiple gift cards. This is nuts. Shout out Discord, made the season 1,000 times better. Yeah, the Discord definitely does help a lot. We were able to talk through some things, and we get negative sometimes, we get really positive sometimes. And I also want to give a huge shout out. I don't know if they're still here, but shout out to the big boy. And I haven't said this yet. I don't even know if he's here yet, but he does the over-unders for every game of the season. He is more consistent at the over-unders than me and Ashwin are at doing games. So I just, W, big boy, for doing that. And big boy, we're going to send you a $50 gift card to the Timberwolves team shop as well. I know we didn't talk about that yet, but we're giving it to you because you have been W big boy for all the over-unders. Such a fun thing to have, and you're so good at it, it's crazy. So yes, shout out big boy. Cool. I'll send you a DM here to get your email. But and we're gonna have to see who won though. I got 4 of 4 today. I don't think that puts me in first, but it definitely does something for me. I didn't see. Did we get contact information from Steph or not from Stefan? We got it from Stefan. Simon, did you put your contact information in here? I can't see it. Does anybody see it? We can get it. I'm sure that there's a way. Yeah, I see yours, Stefan. Sorry, I keep saying yours. Can I look at the content from this? I need to find it here. Whoa, chat's going crazy. There we go. Boom. Channel activity. Yeah, I haven't seen your info come through. Keep up the good rest content. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you for reaching out in Discord too. I'll be reaching out to you as soon as I'm done with the whatever it's called. Dumb iPad type. That's okay. No worries. I think we just got another super chat. Oh, that was the one that I have up on screen. I'm stupid. I appreciate it. You guys are going crazy. Bring back my rival, Gerald. Yeah, Gerald's still here. I think Gerald's just, watching in silence. I think he kind of knew it was going to be down here, to be honest. I quit doing over-under because I caused us to lose too many games to my optimism. Well, that's why I chose negative every single time. That's funny. I think, David, you mean Simon is the new... wait, what was the name? Who was it? It wasn't Jarvis. I hate that I'm... Anthony Hollis. Anthony Hollis. That's what it was. Well, Simon, if I don't get your information, I'm going to need it. My headphones just died again. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. But if I don't get your information, I will re-roll in the Discord. So make sure if you're in the Discord, let me know. But I haven't seen anything come through from you yet. We're not. Yeah, it's Anthony Hollis. We're not doing 10 seconds. Anthony will be back next year, I'm sure. I'm sure Anthony Hollis will be back. Seriously, he needed rest after this. He needed rest. Oh man, cool. Well, what are we at likes wise? We did all the we did the jersey. We did 4 $50 gift cards. Holy crap, that's insane. Anthony Hollis haunts the stream. He does. Cool. Well, guys and gals, might be it. Might be the end of the season. Me and Ashman will definitely do some kind of recap here at some point. I don't know when. But we need to for sure we have never done this, but we need to do like a season ending tier list for everybody. We need to talk about our predictions going forward. I need to kind of think through things and think what I want to do. Like, do I want to trade for Kevin Durant? I mean, not that it matters for me, but like, do I want to root for Kevin Durant trade? Do I want to root for a Drew Holiday trade? Do I want to root for Trae Young, Giannis, all these things, or do I want to run it back? I don't know. Do I want to keep our draft picks and just have a young team and just see what happens? I don't know. So we'll see. But yes, Nick, we are definitely doing a draft stream of some sort. I don't know exactly when, but we will for sure do that. Crone, you're crazy. The season's over. You want me to do another giveaway? We could do another $50 giveaway because Crone's insane. W Crone. Okay. We're going to do one more giveaway for the YouTube, but then all the other giveaways are going to be in the Discord. Simon, I just saw you DM me on Twitter. That's perfect. Thank you. I need your first, last name, and email. Thank you. Okay, we're going to do one more giveaway, okay? Because Crone is crazy. And it's going to be one word. You can probably already guess it. Maybe. It is W Crone, but it's one word W Crone. Put this in the chat. This is another $50 giveaway. Thanks to Crone. And make sure you do Crone. Joker, make sure you retype that with a WCHRON. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, get that one in there. W Crone. Look at this. Look at all that. And if you won one, I don't know if anybody rejoined, but if you won one, we're going to try to keep it to just one per person. Okay. I don't want to have repeat winners in here. Okay. So if Sam wins again, I don't think Sam did it, but if Sam wins again, then that's not happening. All right. Giveaway in 5, 4. I see you got the right one, Joker Nation. 3, 2, 1. ML, I think I have you on Instagram. That's perfect. Was this an autocorrect? That's crazy. Cam needs your info, Simon. I got it. I got it on Twitter somehow. So ML is back. WML. Yes, so just send me. I think you might even have some of that information. Just send it to me again on Instagram. That's perfect. So we've got everybody. So I've got ML, Stefan, Capo, Simon, which I already have. Perfect. Look at that. Cash. I love it. Well, as always, guys, I really do appreciate you guys. This was an up and down season. We had some good times, we had some bad times. We made it to the conference finals again, which is super, super awesome. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate Crone for all the support that you've given us. The big boy, as I mentioned, all of that you've given us. Everybody that's helped out with everything, man. Mark was a huge help this year. We've got a lot of new people this year. Seriously, we've had a lot, and of course, Ashwin. Shout out to Ashwin, even though he couldn't be here today. This show is not easy to do by yourself, so having another person is super helpful. And I'm excited for the off season. I'm excited for next season. I'm excited. This is different. When we started doing these shows, me and Ashwin were not happy at the end of the season because we're like, where do we go from here? We have ways to go now. We do have different ways to go. So I'm not super concerned about that. Any direction we take this off season is something that I'm somewhat excited for. So definitely looking forward to it. Some lady just did the X. What are you guys talking about? Where? On TV? I don't have anything up showing the. Are you talking about on TV? I don't know. Thanks for all you do with this channel and the supporters. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I will say, what we've done in the past is we've always had all the money go straight to giveaways, and that will never change. Just to be fully transparent with you guys, there might be a point where we need to take some of that money for ourselves, just to we do already take it to run some of the parts of the stream, but to make this something that we can do more frequently, because I had to take a lot of games off this year because I was doing my modeling, my photo shoots, and work stuff as well. Same with Ashwin. So we might have to start doing that, but we'll let you guys know whenever that starts happening for sure. But no matter what, even if we did start doing that, giveaways are going to stay the same. We're still going to do the giveaways. So that'll still happen. Make sure you're part of the Discord so you know when we're going to do some off-season content. We're going to have off-season content. It's going to be kind of fun off-season content. We're going to be doing some games. We might even rent out a studio and record something official. It'd be kind of crazy. We'll see. So definitely make sure. But Steve, thank you. Have yourself an ice cream and M&Ms. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for the giveaway. Shout out Steve, Steve for the giveaway. And I think that's it for us this season. We will have something up here in the next week or two with maybe our season recap or something of that nature. Off-season subscriber meetup, bags tournament. Oh, I'm down for an off-season thing, but the problem is that me and Ashwin live in Seattle, so we'd have to get to Minnesota somehow. I will be in Minnesota at some point. I just don't know when. But to find out, join the Discord. All right. Cool. I think it's it. Join the Discord. We're going to have some giveaways here tonight. So make sure you're there. A couple more gift cards to give away. Maybe a bunch of small ones so that we can have better chance of people getting them. Again, one per person. So we'll see. But cool. Well, what did Towns do? The I don't know. Or no, he has. That's what he did. Great to see you all. Sad that this is going to be the last time we all talk, probably live for a little while. Although we will do a live draft stream. So, anyways, I'm doing the Minnesota goodbye. I think it's time. We just have to say it. Wolves in 7 is a mindset. Lakers in 5. Looking forward to next season. And for the first time in a long time, 52 wins is still possible. We will see you guys next season. Intro as the outro. See you at the draft.
I believe that the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the World Championship.
Edwards. They are advancing to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years.